Where should you stay if you want to be close to a vibrant neighborhood and some of the most iconic attractions of New York City? I may have found the answer here at the Moxy Hotel in New York's Chelsea neighborhood. Moxy Hotels are a new and exciting brand from Marriott. The rooms are efficiently designed and the properties are located near all the action. I'm Michael, and I picked this hotel to stay at on my recent trip to New York's Chelsea neighborhood. I needed a hotel that was close to the restaurants, the galleries, and attractions like the High Line and the Chelsea Market. Join me to check out the hotel and watch to the end to see how my trip turned out. I've now stayed at 3 Moxy properties in New York City, and I can say that this hotel certainly had the best views. This 35-story hotel is located at 6th Avenue and 28th Street, just a few blocks away from Penn Station and Herald Square on the northern edge of the Chelsea neighborhood near the Garment District. Let's take a look around the hotel. The hotel has public space on the first few floors. Check-in is right off 28th Street in a small lobby, which can get crammed when there's a line for one of the 4 elevators that cover the 35-floor hotel. There's a coffee bar and a seating area adjacent to the lobby, with large doors that open the space up to the air on 28th Street. The basement level has a gym and luggage check-in area. The second floor above the lobby has a lounge area and a bar with casual seating. You can spend your $30 a day resort credit in either the coffee lounge or the second floor bar. There's also a rooftop bar which is open to the public, however, hotel guests have priority entry before 9 p.m. on most nights. There are only a handful of rooms per floor given the tall and skinny architecture of the tower. Our room is on the 12th floor with a south-facing view. Higher floors can see downtown to Lower Manhattan or uptown towards the Empire State Building and Times Square. This is the king bedroom, which has a large floor-to-ceiling window. There's shelf storage under the bed, including a safe, and there are hooks along the wall for hanging bags and garments. Next to the TV, on the wall is a desk that folds down, and there's a chair that doubles as a suitcase stand. The shower stall is next to the toilet stall, which are covered by these rolling metal and glass doors. The shower comes with these 2 shampoo and conditioner dispensers and a small bar of soap. The sink and parallel ledge provides storage for both health and beauty products and is adjacent to the long mirror behind the door. The window does open slightly to let in some fresh air. The room is tight, but is a doable amount of space for 2 people. The area around the hotel isn't the prettiest in New York, but transportation options are conveniently located within a few steps of the hotel's front door. This block of 28th Street has several wholesale flower and plant stores that line the sidewalks with all kinds of botanicals all day before they're taken inside overnight. We found a coffee shop a few doors down to grab a drink before heading out to explore Chelsea and one of my favorite new attractions in the city, the High Line. The Chelsea neighborhood spans the western side of Manhattan from the upper 20s down to 14th Street. The neighborhood is very walkable since it's mostly flat and within the standard grid pattern of Manhattan. Just a few blocks from the hotel is the High Line, an elevated park that runs through the neighborhood on the western side from Hudson Yards down to about 14th Street. Since its opening in 2009, this mile-and-a-half-long pedestrian-only park has quickly become a tourist favorite and an icon of the city downtown. The park uses previously abandoned elevated railroad track to create a distinguished urban garden. Along the sides of the High Line are new modern towers and uniquely designed residential buildings. The park has done so much to revitalize the western end of Chelsea, and there's been so much new development over the last several years. It's free to visit the High Line, and you can enter at one of the several gates along the path. I personally like to start at 31st Street at Hudson Yards and walk south to 14th Street. Check out this new bridge that just opened this year, which connects the start of the High Line with the Hudson Yards and Penn Station area. It's just so beautiful. And also check out a lot of the artwork that's positioned along the pathway amongst the garden. This hotel is close to the northern end of the High Line and is also close to one of my favorite restaurants in Chelsea, a spot called Cafeteria at 7th and 17th Streets. I'll be posting a full Chelsea neighborhood guide soon, so check back for that video. So why should you stay at this hotel? For one thing, it's pretty affordable considering the amenities and the location. For the dates I booked, the Chelsea Moxy had one of the lower prices for hotels in the area and was one of the cheaper Manhattan options for using Marriott Bonvoy points. Second, it's conveniently located to transportation options to the airports and for getting around Manhattan. Just a few blocks away is Penn Station, which is the terminal for Long Island Railroad to JFK and New Jersey Transit to Newark Airport. The New York City subway also stops just a few steps away at 28th Street for the 1 train and the R and W trains. Third, it's dog friendly. At the time I made this video, there's a $100 per stay pet fee. Lastly, it's fun and functional. The Moxy hotels always serve such a young, fresh, urban vibe, which is definitely different than a lot of other Marriott hotel brands. The space is efficiently designed and is perfect for the traveler who just plans to be out in the city and really only use the room for sleeping and storage. I personally like this property better than the Times Square Moxy, which I reviewed in another video, but I think the East Village Moxy still might be my favorite. Let me know in the comments which hotel you think is the better option. The location proved to be a little farther away from some of the things on my itinerary, but for most tourists and business travelers who are just coming to spend time in Midtown, this hotel gives a bit of separation from the madness. Would you stay here? Check out my videos of some other New York Moxy properties and subscribe for more travel ideas. And watch one of these videos next. We'll be right back.